Hey yo, Shalom Israel. First, I want to start by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors into the elders, apostles, and bishops of GMS Great Millstone who rule well and edify. The Shalom unto diligent and sincere Akim and Akwat in this household of faith of ours. My name is Yeshaya. I'm do a quick video. We're gonna shoot up a couple points on a topic of spiritual gifts and things like that. So we're gonna go Psalms 110. We're gonna go to 3. And it says, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of power, and the beauties of holiness from the worm of the morning. Thou hast the dew of thy youth. Thy people shall be willing," man. I wanted to get that point, being the fact that when it comes to the time for Esau's destruction and the Lord to change us, we should be changed in the twinkling of an eye. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Corinthians 15 and 52. "In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorrupt, and we shall be changed." Man, what does that mean? We'll be changed into the new bodies of the Lord, the bodies that are fit for an everlasting justice, man. Bodies that are fit to rule for an everlasting kingdom as joint heirs under Yahawah Bahasham. And those bodies are going to come with spiritual power. Let's read 1 Corinthians, just go to 12. "And now concerning spiritual gifts, brethren, I will not have you ignorant." Man, what are these spiritual gifts? We observe some of these now. You can observe it in the apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, as well as the multitude of brothers. The ability to prophesy is one of them. But let's get into it. "Ye that were Gentiles carried away unto these dumb idols, even as you were led. Therefore I give you to understanding that no man shall speak by a spirit of power, calleth Yahawashi accursed, that no man can say that Yahawashi is the Lord, but by the rawchaa Qadash. And we receive these gifts all through the same spirit, under the Lord of rawchaa Qadash. Rawchaa Qadash meaning, the spirit holy, i.e. the Holy Spirit. Holy means set apart, unto that spirit that's been given to us from Yahawashi Mashiach to do these certain things, man. It says, "Wherefore I give to you understanding that no man speaketh by the same spirit called Yahawashi accursed, that no man can say that Yahawashi is the Lord, but by the rawchaa Qadash." And that also proves to you the fact that, these other nations, they don't receive that, man. The Lord doesn't give these other nations the spirit, to prophesy in his name. You don't see fucking heathens coming in the name of Yahawashi Mashiach. You don't see heathens on the highways and byways representing the Lord. But it's a gift given unto the elect. The men, the hopefully elect, are pushing that out, to call the elect. And it says, "Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same spirit," all under that same spirit that the Lord gives us. "And there are differences of administrations, but by the same Lord." So certain men are going to have different lots. You got the tribe of Manasseh and Gad and Reuben. You get those are your killers, man. Gad's a troop. Ultimately all the 12 tribes are real hitters, as people in the world would call them. But you got Gad, Manasseh, and so like if I'm pronouncing these wrong, I'm a little bit tired. And Reuben, and with that being said, like you got the Levites, man. Those are the priests, right? You got Judah. Those are like the kings. Those are royalty, man. You got Issachar, man. What's the trait of Issachar, man? There's some hard-ass workers there, man. Yeah, I mean, all the tribes have their certain gifts, and all of them been setting up with certain lots, but at the end of the day, all 12 tribes work under the same spirit, right? And they all come, under Yahawashi Mashiach. And where are we at? "And there are diversities of operations, but it's the same power which worketh all in all," like we just stated. "But the manifestation of the Spirit is given to every man to profit withal." Every man is not every man in the world. Every man is being every man in Israel, pursuing to the tribes of Israel, man. It says, "For to one is given by the Spirit the word of wisdom, to another the word of knowledge by the same Spirit." And we understand that that's a gift, to understand the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord. Because we understand in Isaiah 33 and 6 that wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. That's a spiritual gift that we observe now. But as we get closer, man, we're gonna willing with the twinkling of an eye, they're willing to be changed. It's a lot. We're going to be willing after we've been changed to start, really sniping these niggas down. It says the manifestation of the Spirit is given every man with all. It's a lot. We're down here. To another, the faith by the same Spirit. To another, gifts of healing by the same Spirit. The ability to, say a motherfucker get shot and you able to actually heal that person on the spot. No surgery required, man. You just do it. To another, working of miracles. What are these miracles, conceive of, man? The power of the Lord is unfathomable. The power of the Lord is unfathomable, pursuing to Psalms 145:3, right? You don't know how broad these miracles can go, It says to another prophecy, to another discerning of spirits, to another diverse kinds of tongues, to another the interpretation of tongues. And all these work at that one and the same, self same Spirit, dividing to every man severally as he will. For the body is one and has many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body also is Yahawah Bahasham. So being effective, man, we're going to be able to observe these spiritual powers, and do the Lord's bidding, right? Let me get this. Slack. Here we go. It says in 16:15, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and all the lands whither had been driven them, and I will bring them again into the land that I gave unto their fathers. Being taken out of Babylon and being put back in the real land, man, the land, the Holy Land. Right now that's occupied by these fucking fake small hatters, right? Fake nations. But it says, but behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after I will send my hunters, and they shall hunt them for every mountain and rocks, every hill, out of every hole, holes out of the rocks. And what is that, man? You gonna be catching these fucking elites through the bunkers and through the cut. You catching them out the air in the helicopters and shit. Man, you gonna be getting them, man. Everywhere that they hide, man, they shall be found. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. Because we understand that these are the wicked of the world. So we're going to enact righteous judgment under Yahawah Bahasham and take down our oppressor, man, and hunt these niggas down like animals, right? I don't know if you ever seen that movie Apocalypto, where you have like the Aztec king, and he would send out like 10 or 15 runners, and they would have a selection of different weapons, and these runners would have to run probably about the course of 100 yards, and then after that 100 yards, there'd be like a cornfield or like some type of field of bushes, and these men had no arms on them, right? They only had their hands, and then they would let them run, and then they would start by shooting arrows at them, throwing spears at them, throwing rocks at them, slings. And after, if any of them actually got past that first 100-yard field, they would go hunt their ass down in the cornfields, man, with knives, machetes, whatever the fuck you want to think of. We gonna be hunting these fucking Edomites down, right? And there ain't gonna be no little grace period of opportunity, man. Having spiritual power means that you're able to pop up on them niggas like Brightburn. Man, they gonna blink and all of a sudden you right in front of them. You ain't even gonna smile at that nigga. You just gonna pop right in front of him, man. And that's the power that the Lord's gonna begin to, bestow upon his elect when they're changed, man. But hey, that was just a quick little lesson I wanted to put out. I want to lastly give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Shalom, and good luck to y'all. Akim Aquas.